Welcome to Fazmaths. My name is Fazana. In my previous video on expanding double brackets, I mentioned that there are many different methods to expand, but I love this particular way because it flows and you can use it confidently whilst enjoying the process. Let me show you some examples. If you have to expand x plus 8 times x minus 3, in my previous video, I showed that you can actually cheat because you know you're going to get x squared, and then you're going to add your numbers. So 8 minus 3 is plus 5, and that's what's attached to the x. And you multiply a positive times a negative, and you get a negative, and 8 times 3 is 24. With the x minus 3, pretend it's a number, which it is. So we're going to multiply the x times the x minus 3, and then go plus 8 times the x minus 3. So let's try that. So you get, sorry, don't know what happened there. So you've got x times x minus 3 plus 8 times x minus 3. And expand it away. You get x squared minus 3x plus 8x, and positive times negative is negative, and 8 times 3 is 24. Collect like terms. You've got x squared plus 5x minus 24. And it agrees with your cheat answer, and you tick and you say, God, I'm good. Let's try one more. You know it's going to be x squared. You add your numbers. Minus 7 plus minus 5 is minus 12x. Minus times minus is a positive, and 7 times 5 is 35. Let's go for it, guys. So x times x minus 5 minus 7 times x minus 5. Expand it out. X squared minus 5x minus 7x. Minus times minus is positive, and 7 times 5 is 35. Collect like terms. X squared minus 5 minus 7 is minus 12x plus 35. And hey, we got that right too. Okay, let's try some questions they give you in exams, which involve shapes, where you have to find the area and the volume. Okay, so we know the area. It says find an expression for the area of the rectangle. So you know area will just be length times width, as simple as that. So it's just a case of two double brackets, or double brackets. So you've got 3x minus 5 times 2x plus 7. Okay, this time you can't cheat, but you can expand it my way. So you've got 3x times 2x plus 7 minus 5 times 2x plus 7, which gives you 6x squared plus 7 times 3 is 21x minus 5 times 2 is 10x, minus times positive is minus, 5 times 7 is 35. Collect like terms. You've got 6x squared plus 21 minus 10 is 11x minus 35. And that will be the expression for the area of the rectangle, and of course centimeters squared. As you can see, when I'm actually expanding out, it feels like a dance because there's that rhythm. It feels really soothing. It doesn't really matter what's going on in the next room or what's on TV. You've just sort of blanked it out because you're so enjoying this. Okay, let's take an expression for the area of the trapezium. So you know the formula. I always write the formulas first because it just gives me a sense of direction. So it's a plus b, which is your two parallel sides, divided by 2, and then you're multiplying it by the height. remember it's always the vertical height. So if they ever give you a slanty height as well, never take that. It's always a vertical height. So let's go for it. So we've got A equals, so you've got x plus 5 plus x plus 9, which are your two parallel sides, divided by 2, and then we're going to multiply it by 2x plus 5. I always leave some space there, which I haven't really done much. So x plus x is 2x, and 5 plus 9 is 14. Okay, if you have an expression and you've got a plus or a minus, then each one of these has to be divided by 2. So 2x divided by 2 equals x, and then 14 divided by 2 is 7. So again, we've got double brackets. And we expand it out, and you get x times 2x plus 5 plus 7 times 2x plus 5. And again, can you see the flow? 2x squared plus 5x plus 14x plus 35. And collect like terms, and you get 2x squared plus 19x plus 35. And that's the area of your trapezium. Great. That was easy, wasn't it? Let's try a volume. And as you can see here, the diagram is definitely not accurately drawn. So it says find an expression for the volume of the cuboid. So you know the volume will just be all the dimensions multiplied together, so we don't really have to write the formula for it. Okay, so volume equals, and now if you have a number, just leave the number for it for the moment, and actually put the 5 and then the x plus 1 and then the 3x minus 1. And looking at it, it seems easier to expand this first. So we've got 5x plus 5, and you've got 3x minus 1. Okay, let's expand it out. So you've got 5x times 3x minus 1 plus 5 times 3x minus 1, which gives you 15x squared minus 5x plus 15x minus 5, which gives you 15x squared minus 5 plus 15 is plus 10x minus 5. If you look at this, you can see that each one of these can be multiplied by 5. So really that 5 there goes outside again. So you've got x squared plus 5 times 2 is 10, 2x minus 1. I'm sorry about that, it's 3x squared. Okay, so you've got your centimeter cubed. Okay, that was easy. All right, now for something really challenging. Expanding triple brackets. So if you have that, if the question is easy, then what I do here is I actually just cheat. So you can see I've got x squared, and then when I add my numbers, I've got 1 plus 2 is 3x, and then 1 times 2 is 2. So then I will multiply that by the x plus 3. But I'm going to write it the other way around, so I'm going to go x times x squared plus 3x plus 2 plus 3 times x squared plus 3x plus 2. And again, this would be really ugly apart from our method, because as you can see, the pencil's just moving, because you've laid it out so well that there's not much chance of making a mistake. And if you do make a mistake, then it's really easy to spot it, so you correct it straight away. So you've got x cubed, and then you've got 3x squared plus 3x squared is plus 6x squared. And then you've got 2x plus 9x is plus 11x. And then you've got plus 6. Okay, there is another method, if you feel comfortable with it. You know it's going to be x cubed. And then what you do is you actually add your numbers. So you go 1 plus 2 plus 3. And that's what's going to be attached to your x cubed. And then you actually multiply each of those numbers in turn. So you go 1 times 2 plus 1 times 3 plus 2 times 3. And that's what's going to be attached to your x. And then you're going to actually multiply 1 times 2 times 3. And the signs are easy because they're all positive. So you're going to get x cubed, and then 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So you've got plus 6x squared. And then 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 3 is 6. And if you add them together, 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 6 is 11. So you get your 11x. And then 1 times 2 times 3 is 6. And you get your plus 6. And you can see they actually agree. So whatever method feels easier, try it, both methods. And then actually, once you get used to this second method, you'll be able to use it all the time. But otherwise, just stick to that method, because with 2 brackets, you can easily cheat. And then you just continue the process. So I hope that really helped. That's all for now. I hope that made expanding brackets easier, and it was really fun to do, because it was really fun to make this video. I'll be making lots of Fazmaths videos in the next few months, so I hope to see you again soon. Until then, keep working hard. Remember, you're in control. See you next time. Bye.